some milk.
Well, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day wherein, oh boy, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just now getting started because I have spent the day in the hospital emergency room last night. Well, yesterday on my blogging, I talked about a pain. I had a pain here in my chest. All day it stayed, but it never got really bad or anything like that. And last night, before going to bed, it made it difficult to go to sleep because it's like, well, should I have taken care of this? Is it okay for me to not to? And then, while I'm sleeping, I had to get up twice. And the second time I had to get up at 5 o'clock, I couldn't get back to sleep. I had to get up, empty my bladder. Massively. So my bladder, my kidneys are working overtime right now. But I barely got any sleep. Morning time comes, still feeling odd, little bit of pain here and there. Got myself ready, head on out. It's 8 o'clock, or about 8:30. Charging on to Walmart, because I can race walk at, 3 miles an hour. And that spot on my chest, as soon as I hit my stride, it went from, if the regular pain that I had been feeling before was a red light in a dark room. This went on and then off. It was like, oh, this one it hurt was a sudden spotlight that lasted and then turned off. And I was like, oh. And so that was like, you know what? Maybe I better go. So I went to the hospital and I spent my time there getting blood pulled out of my body. They ran blood tests and most of the results were good. One of them, well, a couple of them that comes up with this, I am anemic. I've been anemic my whole life. But part of the complete blood panel that they do is they check on the size of your red blood cells. I have fewer of them, and they check on how much hemoglobin they carry. I've been anemic. My red blood cells are larger than they should be. And they are packed with more hemoglobin than they should have. Sounds like my body, in an effort, anybody who has this sort of situation would do the same. The body is compensating for not having enough red blood cells by really packing as much as it can into the blood cells that it has. One of the side effects? Chest pain you can have. Plus there's the sac that goes around your lungs that the linings can stick together. But they're happy about all that. Except they were worried about this one result that's a little high. I don't know what the normal range is. I looked up the other things but didn't get to that one. And this one indicates heart failure. It's just beginning. I don't know what the range is, but I can't imagine it's really high yet. No one's ever talked to me about it before. And that's not necessarily like a death sentence after all. I worked as a nurse's aide for 15 years during the late 80s, all through the 90s, in fact a couple of years into the 2000s. I worked with people who had been dealing with heart failure for decades. Even back then, able to treat it with medications. Now, heart failure, if it can go quickly or it can go slowly, but eventually it will reach a point where the medications won't help and the heart failure is going to get you. But just like with a lot of other things, it could be and has been that they pushed that, oh, you're going to die date from your heart failure past the time that you would normally die anyway. That's like the thing. If we live long enough, all of us will die of cancers. There's just, our DNA is set up to make us survive, and it does so. But if we survive long enough, we will develop cancers. So, thumbs up on that. Plus, if you catch it on time, and there are certain types of prostate cancer where it will make you die, but you can be pushed off so far beyond the time that you do die, that it's up here. So, I have an appointment on the 15th to go see my doctor anyway. In the ER, they say, contact your doctor, and of course let them know they want to have a cardiac stress test done. Do a full stress thing, which I wanted to have done anyway. That's what I was going to discuss with my doctor on the 15th. So now I got the way to the emergency room, and the other thing, of course, I called up to schedule for an appointment for a colonoscopy, and discovered that I was supposed to make a follow-up 6 months after my last one. And my last one was in 2018. And they shaved off so many polyps that my abdomen hurt for days. I can only imagine, hopefully I don't have any actually cancerous polyps. So yeah, I have a lot of horrific stuff going on, and I'm sorry that I do talk about these things, and I spend a fair amount of time talking about them. If you've watched this far, thank you so very much, you Hormel Chili people, you. If you want to write Hormel Chili in the comments, that would be awesome. Now, I did get a comment from someone who said, you know, your channel has become boring. I am unsubbing. My channel is pretty much the same as it has been. It's just life has settled down. I'm not homeless, not in a big fear of homelessness, but I don't know if I'm actually boring. I mean, I'm boring. I'm boring and awful, but the things that are happening to me aren't to me. Thumbs up for that. I have been trying to work on my creative stuff, but as you may well imagine, I am not able to think too creatively when I'm in the hospital. I am not able to think too creatively when I'm dealing with all of my various issues. I am very sorry. I am going to be having more stuff. I'm going to be having things happening. It's gonna happen. I promise. I have been doing solo RPG stuff. I have been doing video game stuff. I haven't stopped doing things. So they're going to continue. The solo RPG stuff's going to continue. Everything is going to continue. Yay! I just have to push through pains, aches, and all the mental stuff right now that goes with it. I mean, in there it says, you know, if you feel depressed, you know, talk to your doctor. I suffer from cyclical depression. You know, if I'm going to have to make an appointment and go to the ER every time I'm depressed, I might as well just go live there. Just like I was talking with the various other people, you know, it's like, oh, well, chest pains. I've had chest pains and weird feelings since 1982 in my chest. I don't know what's a normal feeling or not. So it's rough to evaluate. But as stated, I am trying to do creative stuff. I have still been thinking about my solo RPG setting. I had RJ Mitchell in comments saying that they want to pick up and carry and learn. I can't speak English all of a sudden. That had said they were eager to learn more about the solo RPG setting that I'm working on. Hopefully later today or tomorrow, try to do some sort of just one roundup talk up about the setting to show what I've got, because I think it's pretty cool. I like what I've gotten. And one of the things I talked about, you know, I had mentioned on the one continent of Karthkog, there are the Apani. They are effectively goblins. And there are the Habani, hobgoblins, the Orcani, orcs, except they're not. They're just, there was the original race of elves that branched off and split, and that branch became humanity, and the other branch split off and became all the Hulat, the people. The Apani, the Habani, and the Orcani. There are the Koth, which are a degenerate race of split of the Apani, where for survival, since intelligence is not necessarily a survival trait, they gave up intelligence for survival. Not a conscious choice, it's just something that's happening to their species. It is continuing. There are the Gob. They're actually degenerate hobgoblins, the Hobs. So they are on their way down. They are animals. They are not people. Just like the Koth are animals and not people. Soon, in a couple, 1,000, 2,000 years, they will become quadrupedal. Same thing is happening with the Gobs. Now the Gok, those are the lizard-like people that are becoming people from animal to non-animal. Thumbs up for that. But yeah, past that, I don't really have a lot. I've been dealing with chest pains and chest issues and then going to the hospital today. So I am very sorry. I don't have anything much more interesting than this. I am hopefully going to have more New Vegas coming up here. That would be good. A definite thumbs up. So, I mean, I'm almost finished, and apparently Father Elijah really is Father Elijah, an actual human being, a guy. I think it would have been much more interesting if Father Elijah, the villain, had been a computer, because he had been talking about, at one point he said, "You'll blow us all up." And how would he have gotten in there when all this stuff was happening? I think that would have been much more interesting, but I didn't make the game, did I? If you are a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you. I'm sorry that I am human and organic and made of meat, but I am, and it's starting to fail at 61 years of age, so thumbs up. My past is catching up with me. I should have died a long time ago. This is all gravy, so thumbs up on that. But thank you so much, and your help is appreciated. Without you, my beautiful and awesome Patreon patrons' help, I would be a hurtin' monkey instead of just a slightly hurtin' monkey, and that is appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you. I will be getting your names up here when I can. I am not going to be able to put your names up, read your names today. I just do not have the spoons, and you have my sincere apologies. If you have left me a comment, thumbs up, thank you. That too is appreciated. I wish I could answer more than I could, and I'm going to be doing as best I can. The hokey smokes. My nerve compression is just awful. Nobody wants to hear about that sort of stuff, but it's really impacting me. Yay. It's like when John Green got cancer. His channel sort of became a I've got cancer channel. And he occasionally did some other stuff, but now that he's gotten over that and in remission, it's no longer his I've got cancer channel. So, yay. Anyway, though, I am going to get this edited, recorded, uploaded. I was going to go to Walmart this morning when the eruption of chest pain. I still got stuff I gotta buy. I should probably think about eating something, but now I'm just... Yay. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. And if not, don't beat yourself up. It's not going to help a thing. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. It is so much fun being organic.